What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the Daps and Pounds show. And guess what? This is season 2, episode 46, and this is the last full normal episode of season 2 of the year of 2018. We hope so far that you have been blessed, and thank you so much for rocking with us this entire time. This week we talk about the drama of Cardi B, Offset, Drake, Kanye. Man, oh man, was Twitter ablaze. We also are going to be going over new projects like Vic Mensa's Kodak Black, K.R.I.T, ZAYN, Kid Ink, a couple little loosie goosies singles that dropped here. You guys can listen to this on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, or Stitcher, so make sure you go and listen to us on your favorite platform there. Guys, enjoy season 2, episode 46. Thank you guys. Let's go.
Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. Yeah, you know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here. We have made it another week, and we're getting really close to Christmas here, really close to the end of season 2. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobby.
Represent two mics,
Two friends.
and one show,
The Daps and Pounds show.
Guys, everything has led to this.
This moment
This moment. Which episode is this?
This is episode 46.
Episode 46, maybe, of season 2 of the Daps and Pounds show.
Hold on, I gotta look it up now.
Isn't that crazy?
wrote it in. I wrote it in, and then
It's kind of nuts, though, that we've had so many episodes now that I can't keep up. I can't think offhand of which
46.
episode.
46.
46.
Well, what was wild is when you scroll through. I don't know if you guys know this,
Hours
but we're
and
on
hours.
Spotify now. We're also on Google Play. Yes, we are now on Google Play as well. So you guys can find us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. What's up? But what was wild was scrolling through all of these episodes.
Yeah.
We've really been about it.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I remember at the end of season 1, I was able to calculate how many hours, but at this point, I don't even feel like going and seeing how many hours we have, but we have hours and hours and hours of content. It's the holidays. If you guys are traveling for family stuff, if you are going out of town or something like that, start all the way from the beginning of season 1, and we can take you through round trip. We can take you through your trip. That's how many hours of material we have now.
Which is also cool because we'll still suggest new music, and then you can take a pause from us and you can go, oh, let's listen to that album that they were talking about.
Yeah, 100%. I think that this podcast is really useful for people for that. There's a lot of people who have listened to it since season 1 through now who have told me over the last 2.5 years that, hey, I listened to this song because you guys were talking about this artist. Never even knew that artist existed. The Theys of the world and a bunch of artists like that we found that we love that we were able to tell you guys about. So shout out to you guys. We hope that you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. We're coming up on Christmas. We're a week out? Week and a half, kind of weird.
9 days.
9 days.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
9 days, man. I feel like Christmas came fast. I feel like this year is ending extremely abruptly. I feel like this year went fast, and I feel like now that we're getting older, it's only going to keep going. But
yes,
another thing that's going to keep going is the Daps and Pounds show and episode 46 of season 2. That's what you're listening to right now. Guys, like Dobie just said, hit us up on Instagram, Daps_Pounds, Twitter, Daps_Pounds, Daps and Pounds ENT. You can download the episodes straight from our .com and find us there, Google Play, Spotify. Hook us up. Let us know what you think. Comment, subscribe, rate, share. We need that love from you guys. If you've never, ever heard this show before, then we do this thing called Good, Good, Bad, Bad. On Good, Good, Bad, Bad, we like to tell you guys the good and bad of our weeks so you can know your co-hosts a little bit better. So good, bad. Dobie, what do you got?
Frankly, not a whole lot of good besides I'm alive.
That's always good.
Yeah. Bad stuff is just issues with holiday season. Okay, wait. I'll say there was a good. I had this old Minecraft game that I sold, and then I was able to use that money for a gift, and I still made $10. So I like when you can do a quick turnaround for a gift exchange. So that was good. There you go. Pretty much just let's see here with issues with the holidays, and then yeah, it's just a lot of just stuff going on in my life. I guess not much good stuff, but I'm going on a hiatus from like a lot of different things, like video games, social media, stuff like that. I just feel like it consumes my time a little too much, and just thinking like, okay, maybe I can find some more productive hobbies or something like that. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. My wife was like, what are you going to do now? And I said, I don't know. Because I don't even watch. What's crazy is I don't watch TV that much anymore. I used to, but I don't. It's really hard for a show to actually keep my interest. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I haven't even watched Game of Thrones. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. I'm a weird one when it comes to TV shows now. So we'll see what's going on. See what happens. I just feel like now with the winter season, just try to refresh, I guess, a little bit before the new year. Yeah, I mean, not much going on, I guess, other than that.
Well, that's good. I think a refresh is good. I think coming towards the end of the year, that stuff that everyone likes to do because they go into 2019. It's a fresh start. Fresh start to kind of go into the new year with a clear eye, clear mind. I almost said Clear Eyes, Full Heart, Can't Lose, which is from one of the best shows of all time, Friday Night Lights. Love that show.
Yeah. And I'll probably lose fantasy. That's another thing. I am a sore loser. Keenan Allen, 0 points because he got hurt on a big catch play. So didn't come back in the game. 0 points. It's hard to come back from that. So I think I'll probably lose, and I'm a sore loser. So yeah, congrats everybody. GG, well done.
Dobie is a historically sore loser, but it's okay. There's always next year, right?
I hate that phrase. But
I mean,
and the thing that's so true though is
but by the way, this is why I like don't care about fantasy, and this is why like I didn't play last year, because I can't get into it the way other people do. Like
you're like whatever.
It's just fantasy. Like it's not. I don't know. I don't take stuff like that serious.
Yeah, but it was for money, so I'm gonna do what I can.
I don't know. I just feel like anytime you're doing stuff like that, though, it's a gamble. Like you're literally just gambling.
No, that's true. It really is.
With money.
No one knows. You could make all the. No one knew Derrick Henry was gonna score like 60 points.
No. I sure didn't. I wish he was doing that early in the season, for me, because Derrick Henry was on my team, but he wasn't.
So, but yeah, other than that, yeah, whatever. Moving on. Hopefully I can see some good new movies coming out. I do want to see the Spider-Man movie. I want to see the Will Ferrell Sherlock movie. I'm trying to think. I haven't seen Equalizer 2 yet. That just came out on Blu-ray.
It's really good.
I got to watch that.
I actually like the second one more than the first one.
Ooh, okay.
And I like the first one a lot. You'll like it. I think
That's
you'll like
good.
it a lot.
I got to watch the first one again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I have it, I think.
It's good. I liked it. Good, bad for me. I don't have a lot of time to do too much, so there's still a lot of Christmas shopping that I need to do in person, because now the problem is I have reached the point where ordering it online, there's not like a super guarantee that it'll get here for Christmas. So I've been running errands like crazy yesterday trying to get stuff done, putting off other stuff. It was crazy. So I forgot. I went to the mall yesterday around holiday time. I forgot how packed the mall is, and just Lines. One thing, my biggest pet peeve for like shopping is lines. If I go to Walmart and it's during the day, I hate it. I hate it so much. I like to do grocery shopping at like midnight when no one's there.
See, you wouldn't have done that in Springfield because that's when the meth heads come out.
Really?
Yeah.
I love shopping when there's just nobody there and the stockers are just stocking stuff. I do not like being there during the day when there's just tons of people around. So I had to deal with that. Last minute Christmas shopping is my bad for sure.
That's a no.
Good. I was able to get my hands on the mochas that I wanted. I wanted the Jordan 3 mochas yesterday.
Nice.
I was able to get my hands on those. So I'm excited. I have 9 out of the 12, or no. I have 6 out of like the 9 threes that were released in 2018. I've sold some, but that's the best I've done in a while as far as being able to get my hands on stuff before they sold out. There's some other stuff that I wanted. I almost got the Fear of Gods.
Really?
Almost. I was this close.
Dude, I love those.
I think they're sick. I was this close. I was going to get them and resell them. I wasn't going to wear them.
Yeah, I bet they're going to be hot resellers.
In about 2 weeks, they're supposed to be like $1,200. They'll probably be up around the Human Race packs pricing because right now they're $350. So Jerry Lorenzo, the owner of Fear of God and the designer for the shoe, he put so much detail in it that you'll be able to pick them up and just tell if they're fake or not. So whenever there's that much detail put into the sneaker, usually the resale is just crazy because it's not like a lab is going to be able to put together many fakes. So I was close, man. I was so close. But I didn't get those. Sad. But I got my mochas, and that's what I really cared about. So happy about that.
You didn't get those purple lobsters?
I thought about getting them.
I don't get you know me. I love purple, but those shoes just
you don't like
do it for me.
SBs though.
Those shoes just do not do it for me.
You don't like SBs. And SBs for and I don't know how things work as far as why trends are the way they are, but SBs have come back a lot in 2018. I don't know why, but in July I started seeing a lot of SBs for sale, kind of like crazy.
Yeah, and if you want to go OG SB, I mean, they have tons to choose from with those shoes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I knew it was going to happen last year when I got my Supreme Air Force 2s.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, that's weird. There's not a lot of SBs out here. And then boom, SBs are just everywhere. But
right.
Yeah, I'm super, super excited about my mochas though. So that's my favorite thing about the week. It's my good about the week. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Christmas coming up. Looking forward to a couple. I have 3 Christmas parties I got to go to. It's going to be hectic, but I'm looking forward to everything. So it'll be good, man.
Good.
I'm excited. So with that being said, we're going to dive into new music. There was a bunch of stuff that came out.
Should we do drama first?
Yeah, drama. What drama? Was there drama? I'm sure there was drama.
Drama? Was there drama?
Oh, that's right.
There's multiple. Let's start off with the hot take from last night. Offset coming on Cardi B's stage, trying to win his girl back, even on his birthday, sent out a message.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Cardi B and Offset are no longer really together because he was caught cheating again. It was made public by the girls that he was trying to cheat with. He has now said sorry publicly, and he came out during her Rolling Loud set and tried to win her back. She wasn't really having it though. It didn't look like she was too geeked about it, but I understand his motivations. He said on Twitter not too long ago that everything that he had done wrong was made public, so he was just trying to apologize in public, because it's like, you know, someone should be able to understand him wanting to do that publicly. The only thing is, that a lot of people are saying like that this is her separate from him. This is her moment, and he's kind of like making it about him and stuff like that. But I just think it's weird. I just think it's all messy. I think it's messy that we know so much about their relationship. It makes me respect Jay-Z and Beyonce so much more because there was infidelity and there was bad stuff that happened there, but we didn't know about it. You know what I mean? All we could do was speculate. So it just made me happy to think about them more.
They need to just go to like therapy and like talk with a counselor to see if that's something that they both want, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, and K.R.I.T, no matter who K.R.I.T is never going to be. K.R.I.T's the type of girl that the dude who she gets with is gonna be rough around the edges, no matter who it is.
That's it's who she's gravitated towards her whole life.
Yeah, it's and Offset too. He's never gonna be with like this like squeaky clean guy. So people are acting like it's crazy that they would get back together. But I mean, you have to understand who these people are. Like,
well, she said on Twitter or whatever it was how she believes that she could find the perfect guy, but that guy won't love Culture as much as Offset.
And that's true.
And
that's
so
100%
because
true.
of that, the relationship to Offset still means a lot to her. So best of luck to both of them. I can't imagine going through something like that while you have a million opinions that from people who don't know you going through the situation. It sucks. Men don't cheat. Girls don't cheat. It's not worth it. As you can see here, what good came from it? Nothing.
I think it's interesting going into. We only have 2 weeks left of 2018. Still no Offset album. Supposed to come out this past week. I wonder how much is being done on the like publicity side and on the business side, trying to figure out if this will affect his album, if this is going to affect his sales. Is he still going to drop with these 2 weeks left? I think he probably will at some point, but the album was pushed back and we don't know when it'll be. So it'll be somewhat, we're only going to have 4 or 5 days notice probably is what it's looking like. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to hear the Offset album. I've been looking forward to it a lot, and I hope that everything still goes according to plan, even though this is not, obviously this was not how he wanted to end his year and how she wanted to end her year and everything like that. So, yeah. Then you have Kanye and Drake. Kanye has been Kanyeing a lot on Twitter. Can I just say the tweet and delete world of celebrities is wild.
They do it all the time.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, I only tweet and delete when I've spelled something wrong, but they will tweet and delete when they say wild things. But I get it. I don't know where to start with the Kanye thing. It was like word vomit. Like, it was like there was so much that was said throughout it.
Let's just start from the beginning. Let's pull up these tweets because I'm sure everybody wants us to talk. Oh, I can't. You're gonna have to do it. I don't know. I deleted. When I said I'm taking a break from social media, I literally deleted all of the social media on my phone.
Right. He tweeted out that, you know, I noticed that one of the things he tweeted and deleted was that
I sent you
Drake
that
and her hooked up. In
what? I didn't know about this. What?
Hold on, I think I still have it screenshotted. Maybe I'm gonna try.
Drake and who?
Kim.
They did?
Yeah. Hang on. He said Drake has mob ties and ties to Kim's guts, and deleted it. He deleted it like within like a second. Yeah, and then he did an earlier one where he was like, yeah, he effed my girl, but so what? Crazy stuff.
No one really knew if that was for real or not.
Because it was, what happened was after the guts line, the mob ties and ties to Kim's guts, I thought we were going to get a, hey, I was hacked thing. Because that's very, like, weird. It's very hacky, like, when someone hacks your Twitter. But who knows?
So, basically, my whole thing was Kanye was wanting to talk about it, and then he finally got Drake to call, and then he literally just went back on and, like, he plays the game. Like, this is why no one wants to mess with Kanye, because it's like, if it's not Kanye, if Kanye disagrees with it in any sort of way, it's going public and it's going to be a mockery of things. So to me, it's like, why would you want to sit down and talk to somebody like that when, if there's some type of disagreement or whatnot? I don't know. It just, the whole thing felt fishy to me. He doesn't like Sicko Mode, and then Sicko Mode's the #1 song in the country. I personally don't think he likes Drake anymore, or I at least think he's envious of Drake's position, because that's what Kanye used to have. I feel like he feels a type of way about Drake, not like on a deeper personal level, and that's why he's going out like that. And I really don't think he likes Drake's position. But the way Kanye was talking, it was like, Kanye's like, Drake just called me and he said he was going to come down the block and shoot me in the head. Tonight is my last night. If I'm gone, everybody, Drake is the first suspect. He is coming now. The boogeyman is here. And it's just like,
Which Drake wasn't even in California, by the way.
It literally just was super strange. Like, all of it was so weird. And I mean, the clearance thing too. And then like, that's another thing. Like, so I understand how it's fake. And I guarantee you, Drake did not want to have to reach out to Kanye to ask for the clearance sample for Say What's Real. But it makes sense that he would try to, now that he's in this position with all the money, he can go through and try to get all these sample clearances with a remastered So Far Gone mixtape.
Well, and there's no time constraint. He doesn't need to do this by a certain time. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if like So Far Gone, the EP that came out, what ended up being the trimmed down EP,
Right.
there was like a time they said, your album's coming out now. We need to put out EP first. And it has to be, you know, it was a time constraint, and it just, not everything could get cleared. So there's no, he can, you know, for however long this takes, we might not get this until next year this time, who knows? But
Right.
I can totally see him doing it. Wiz Khalifa, Cushion Orange Juice, and Cabin Fever.
Chris Brown actually
did
put
this.
a lot of his
Yeah,
recently.
I mean, it's recently becoming a trend to do that, to make sure people have all your content.
So, and I know Drake probably didn't want to do it. And so, of course, Kanye flips it like, you're fake, you're doing this, you're doing that. And so he freaks out. Drake finally calls, and then he's like, I'm still not cashing it. And it's like, so you're mad at Drake for being fake, and then you're fake, though, in the same breath, because you're trying to squash beef, and then you're continuing the beef at the same motion. And also, he did sound like a child trying to bring up all this stuff about what he said about Kid Cudi. Like, no, okay, mental illness, we can say whatever we want, but he's using it as a crutch, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody says about that. I think he uses it like a Superman. Like, he's even said it. He tries to use it like his Superman signal. And so now, if he does, he's put himself in a position where if he does something, he could say, I'm mentally, unstable. I'm bipolar. And then if it's something wrong, he can just blame it on that. Or if it's something good, he then tries to say, see, people with mental illness, we're fine, we can go forward. He's trying to put himself in a position where no matter what he says or does, he has an excuse in the back of his pocket. Also, this dude keeps throwing out scripture to fit whatever mold that he's trying to present at the time, which is dangerous. So a lot of that rambling just doesn't make it just doesn't make sense to me. And just face the facts. Kanye West is never going to make. He says he is. I will not believe it until I see it. He is not the same person as he was years ago. Either is Drake. Drake's not coming out with Take Care again. It's not going to happen.
I mean, he could come out with something better than Take Care, I feel. I mean, I think Drake's still in a pocket.
Drake's still in a good place.
I don't know. Kanye, he's not well. Like, I think it's I muted him, and after I saw enough, I was like, no, I'm not going to feed into it, because he's not okay. I don't know why people are acting like he's okay. I don't know, like, why people are approaching this as news. Like, oh, the beef gets started again. Guys, he's not okay.
Right.
Like,
Drake doesn't want to.
The way that people are approaching it is as if this is like a well person starting beef with another well person. Kanye's not all right, and he hasn't been all right. And the people around him suck. He likes to talk about how him not being on medication is so freeing. Bro, sometimes people need medication. I think that instead of using it as a superpower, he should just say, all right, I need help. I need help managing things. Maybe medication is the best thing for me. And maybe it's not, but I know he needs something. I mean, I don't know. I don't get why people are kind of approaching this situation like it's news instead of like, oh, like we're watching the unraveling of a genius.
Right. This is like Michael Jackson throwing the baby over the balcony. Hanging the baby over the balcony.
This is worse. This is worse to me. Michael Jackson was weird in the head because of how he grew up, and he dangled the baby over because he thought the fans wanted to see him, which was so stupid, and like a normal person wouldn't do that at all. Kanye West is very conscious of what's going on, but he's just not okay. Like he's very manipulative right now to the media. He knows the targets, and no one's talking about the fact that the yellow frozen ugly zebras came out. The Yeezys came out on Saturday. Like he's scarily.
Don't you ever speak on 350s?
No.
And it's so funny. Like even Jay Adams tweeted about it. It's like, to be fair, like he had to go back to Nike because Push ruined his Adidas rollout. So it's like, no matter what anybody says anymore, Drake is going to hate Adidas. Like that's never. He's going to, trust me, he's going to speak about not liking Adidas more.
Yeah, and I mean,
I do. To be fair though, I do understand Kanye's frustration with letting Travis allow Drake to say that on the record, but I think it's so twisted because it's like literally the exact same situation from where this started.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, Travis has a Nike deal. Like it's not like
that. Oh yeah,
it's
you're right.
It's
That's
not
true.
like, I mean, he was saying checks over stripes for sure, but Drake was saying that for Travis too.
Right. It's not like the 350s line that was in No Stylist.
Yeah. It would be wild to me if Travis had an Adidas deal and he let Drake do that. But the fact that he has a Nike deal, it is straight up, they were Team Nike going against Team Adidas. And although I know Drake's idea was to specifically cut at Kanye.
Right.
Travis's was like, this is just business. He's had what, 3? The 4's out. He's had a bunch of the Cactus Jacks out. The Air Force One Cactus Jacks. He's had a Nike deal. So I just think he's a little wild.
Yeah, Travis Scott, and I really didn't think about that until now. Because he did the Cactus Jordan, what was it?
The Jordan 4s. He has
4s.
the Air Force One out. Like he has a legitimate Nike deal.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot more sense. So it's not like a diss over Kanye. It's more of a, like, this is what we're about.
Yeah.
We're checks over stripes.
Drake was trying to subliminally diss Kanye. Yes. Right. But Travis let it happen because it was a Nike. Stripes. Yeah. It was a Nike front. Like it was, I don't know.
The tweets about like the photo at the ZZ shoot where Travis was like scratching his head, and it was like Travis looking right now, seeing all these tweets towards him when it was all about Drake at first. But anyways, the thing that got me was how so many people called Drake soft, called Drake this, and then those same exact people are like, yo, see, Drake's threatening people, not cool. It's like, I'm sorry, y'all really, and then the way Kanye was speaking on it, I'm sorry. I will never believe Drake was like, hey, bro, hey, we gonna get pushed when you come in. Like, I don't see it. Sorry. If you were gonna say he's too soft, then we're gonna say he's too soft. Like, you can't flip-flop.
It's one of those things where Drake has people on his team that can do stuff. Yes, for sure. I 100% believe that. I know that. That's for sure. But at the same time,
real G's move in silence.
Drake is smart enough not to. He's just smart enough. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to put his career in jeopardy to try and get Pusha T jumped. And like, it's just not. It's just not where he's at.
People forget, like, I know Kanye, he's got the shoes or whatever, but Drake also isn't the ambassador for the Toronto Raptors. He also has a clothing line. He's also got a deal with Nike. It's like he's actually got a lot going for him that he can't ruin his reputation on.
No. And Drake, like the whole scandal with the baby and stuff like that, I think a lot of people thought that was going to bury the nice guy image of Drake, but how he's handled this by laughing it off pretty much is how he's being able to win. Like, he's not going in a back and forth. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna back out. The best thing you can do is to not respond and let people kill themselves. That's the best thing you can do. Let people do it to themselves. Back and forth just makes you look crazy, and I think Drake knows that. He's smart enough to kind of contend.
And then
that.
he calls, and then what comes from it? Kanye going on more rants. So it's like, what's the point?
To be honest with you, I don't think he called him. I really don't. I don't think he called him. Drake.
Oh, you think he laughed because he's saying, like, he called him and he's like,
Drake's been on vacation. He's not, bro. A record label says we need to get this cleared because this is what Drake's gonna do. Then that record label calls Kanye's people. Drake himself didn't go, hey, can you get this cleared? They don't speak. They don't have that relationship anymore. Then when he says Drake called, it was probably Drake's people being like, hey, what's going on?
As a business move.
You can't do this. You can't just sit here and it's defamation is what it is, honestly. I don't know the social media laws for defamation, but if Drake wanted to sue him, technically he probably could because he made legit claims about Drake, by the way. But the label probably said, what are you doing? Drake, we never threatened you, blah, 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 blah. Like, what's going on? Then Kanye West hangs up and goes, oh, they said that they could probably sue me. That's probably a threat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything Kanye is doing is, people think threat means like come in the house with guns. I think the label was like, you can't do this. We can sue. We can do this. And he goes, oh, you want to take you want to take my kid's dad away. When they might think legally, he's thinking like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not well.
Yeah.
He's taking things and twisting
I
it.
literally was picturing him pacing his mansion all day.
Yeah.
Just pacing.
But once again, he has these rants when shoes are about to come out, when product is about to come out.
Yeah, it's true.
He's silent when he doesn't have anything going on. When something new is about to come out, he decides to do this. And I think that he's very cognizant of the fact that that's what he's doing. I don't think it's okay. I don't think he's well. It's made me rethink my whole Kanye West fandom. I think he's a genius. I will always think he's a genius. But when you realize that GLC and Consequence and all these other guys, Rhyme Fest, when you realize that they're responsible for like 80% of the writing on College Dropout, I have said on this podcast millions of times, College Dropout was one of the albums that changed my life as far as like just listening to music and shaping what I was into. It makes you go, can I still look at him the same way? It's not like it was all his, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't
know. He's been
know.
a collaborator from the beginning.
Yeah, and that's fine.
But you know, Kanye West is the best rapper ever, so.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm done. I'm just done with Kanye. I want him to get the help he needs because he's not okay. He's going to hurt himself or someone else sooner than later. And I hate that I believe that. But I genuinely believe that we're in a world right now where Kanye might not be with us very much longer. And everyone is approaching this as news. And I hate it. I hate that about social media. I hate going on Twitter and seeing Kanye West reignites beef with Drake. That's not what this is. This isn't beef. Kanye West
is a mentally unstable person ranging.
He's screaming, "Hey, like I'm not." The lights aren't on, and we're looking at it like beef, and it's just, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But I hope he gets the help he needs. it's just a sad situation all around. And I would like Drake to keep doing what Drake is doing and just staying away.
Because we're gonna need another Jay-Z. I don't care. I think he's the best person suited for it right now.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done and Jay-Z's old, we're gonna need that next business-like minded individual to speak on rap in a different way. Because Jay-Z's speaking on rap in a different way right now. Mm-hmm. So,
I agree. So that was Kanye and Drake, just a whole lot of craziness. I hope that there's a day that Kanye gets well and I can be like, yo, what a comeback. What a rebound.
Man, that'd be great.
I'll be so excited and so happy. And I will be the first one with my Kanye flag back out like, yo,
because
I'm
it
so
wasn't
happy
this
I
year.
can wave this.
To be fair, I loved Kids See Ghosts, but that's a collaborative effort. And I think a lot of those verses were old.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
You think he got that Mos Def feature recently?
I actually heard that was a long old one. So
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that Kanye's work this year was, the production standpoint is impressive when you listen to some of the beats and stuff like that. But the only project that stuck out that he worked on for me that felt complete was Pusha's. I thought Pusha's was amazing.
But Pusha made it.
Pusha had a lot more drive on that than I think Kanye did. Everything else, though, whether it's Nas, whether it's his own project, Tiana Taylor's project, the K.R.I.T project, people said, hey, this feels a little weird. This feels like it's not mixed all the way. Or this feels like it's kind of incomplete. Right. Or this idea wasn't thought of. The volume goes up and down. It's, you know what I mean? Like all of them were incomplete. Push is the only one that seemed pretty whole. And even still, to take on that, to produce 35 songs and stuff like that, like it's really, really impressive. Mm-hmm. You know, he is a genius.
But it's not mixed well.
Yeah, no. But he's still a genius. He will always be a genius, but I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. Was there any more drama?
No, that was pretty much the top two.
Okay.
And now next it doesn't matter because we won't be speaking on it. We need to mention that at the very beginning. That we'll be doing the break thing. Okay. Because any current events we won't be speaking on until after our break.
Yes, very true. I can still get on Twitter and talk about some current events if anything big happens.
Cool.
But yeah, so we're gonna move on to our new music. There was some stuff that came out that I liked. There was some stuff that came out that Dobie liked, but then there was some stuff that came out that just seemed kind of lackluster. So we're gonna get into it right now. Kodak Black. I guess that was another drama point, him walking out of the Hot 97 interview.
Oh, yeah.
With Ebro.
I could see both sides of that situation, personally.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Kodak Black was interviewed by Hot 97's Ebro, and he walked out of the interview because Ebro brought up his sexual assault case, which is now pending. Kodak Black didn't like the line of questioning. He got up and walked out.
Well, it wasn't quite like that. He was like, if you guys don't change the subject, then I'm going to get out. And then Ebro was like, we can end it right here.
Yeah.
And then Kodak just got up and left.
Yep.
So, I mean, to be fair, like, I don't like how it was set up per se. And I don't think it was right for the person, I guess, who it is. Because even Tory Lanez said in an interview, like, let's be honest, like, Kodak Black is not known for having intellectual conversations with people and having good interviews. But, I mean, we do need people to stand up more with these young individuals and say, like, we actually have a very firm stance on sexual assault here. So, like, just so you know. Because it's kind of rampant with this younger generation.
I get both sides as well. I mean, from Kodak's side, I see that, like, Ebro is one of the smarter interviewers out there, and he knew that he could phrase the he phrased it to where he never actually asked a question.
Yeah.
He never
Yeah.
asked a question.
Yep.
But he phrased it in a way that was so open-ended that by him not responding to it, it was point proven enough.
Yeah,
right. So I get what Ebro is doing.
I think Kodak was mad because he was confused. He didn't quite understand, and then he was frustrated mentally.
I mean, Ebro asked it very gently, though. I mean, like he did say, like, I know you can't talk about it, but the thing is, I listen to Hot 97's morning show every day.
Right.
And they talk about a lot of political stuff, a lot of crime stuff, a lot of safety stuff, a lot of assault cases. They talk about a lot of it.
Right.
Whereas to the Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, it's more so the BS. It's more so like the drama.
Right.
And so Ebro looked at it like, we talk about all of this stuff, all of this political stuff, everything. If we would have had him up here and not said anything, I would have been getting dragged by all those people I fight for on a daily basis going, wow, you had him up here, you didn't even say anything.
He didn't say nothing.
So I feel like it was a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. And
Rosenberg was not for it.
No. You could tell Rosenberg wanted to get out. He wanted to just get out of it.
Well, he was. You could tell he was mad Ebro said something.
Yeah. I just think it could have been done better. But I agree that he should have said something. I just think it could have been done better. But Kodak Black, he dropped Dying to Live. It is maybe his second album, third album. He's put out mixtapes and stuff. Right? 3, yeah, maybe 3. This is a full-length project though. 16 songs. It felt a little long to me. I think he survives better on projects that are a little shorter. Album art is very wild and weird. It's just like him, well, not him, but someone over like his body.
It looks like he's trying to get baptized in blood.
Yeah. It was weird.
I'm a boy and God love me.
It was very weird. There is some heat on here. I won't lie. There are songs that I like. I like ZZ. And I've liked ZZ since it came out. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I like that song. I think it's hilarious. And The Flesh is dope. And then Could Have Been Different, the last song. I like that song. Take One's good as well. Everything else seemed to do the thing where the songs kind of blend together for me. And from the old Kodak that I listened to, the same problem. There's like 4 or 5 on a project that I like. And the rest is like, oh, I thought this was this song. And it's not. It's just everything kind of sounds similar. Did you have a chance to listen to this? And if you did, was there anything that kind of stuck out to you that you were into? Or not into?
I'm just really not into the whole album.
Yeah.
I mean, I said last time I listened the last album, I said I liked it because I was more surprised, like with the subject matter and everything. But I didn't go back and like listen to it. So for me, it was just like a whatever. Good for you. ZZ's a hit, but not because of you. It's because of Travis and Offset. Let's be real. Actually, it's because of the beat. That beat goes hard.
I think his character is a lot more popular than people think, though.
Yeah, that's true.
His character has the memes, the lives he does, the Instagram lives he does are always getting memed. They're always getting put on Twitter. Like he's
waiting for the microwave to
finish.
like
I think that adds to the success of ZZ as well.
Yeah,
he didn't have a good verse and he
TikTok.
had a very small verse, but I think he's really like becoming like a character now, or caricature now. So Kodak Black, Dying to Live, it's out right now. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the soundtrack is out right now. Some cool soundtracks this year. Overall, though, I liked this. I thought it was good. We talked about the Invincible track with Amine, the Familiar with Nicki Minaj, and Unwell or Double or whatever. The Sunflower song that came out a few months ago with Post Malone and Sway Lee. What else was there? That was pretty good.
I really liked seeing the Duckworth feature.
Yep, Duckworth.
I mean, with Start a Riot, which is a pretty good song. Overall, I feel like the soundtrack was very well put together. I was surprised by some of the features considering who this movie's marketed to. But I mean, I wasn't mad about it at all.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. I thought it was a pretty solid soundtrack, and I feel like it's getting a lot of love. And the movie itself is getting a lot of love as well.
I can't wait.
I listened to ZAYN Icarus Falls. I figured you probably didn't.
No, I don't like him. He's whack.
So there is a song that I did like.
A song out of how many songs?
He put way too many on here.
Holy
like
cow. 27 songs and you liked one?
Yeah. Is that, what are you saying? Is that like.
That proves my point. He's not good.
Yeah. I think he has a problem with structure. Like as far as he doesn't write good songs. Like he should be with like a songwriter, someone who can structure. Because there's a few of these songs that I think could be made into one good song. You Wish You Knew is the song that I like off of this. The rest of it does blend together. That's why I think he needs a songwriter. I think he needs someone to take his ideas and make them into cohesive units. But he's doing really well overseas, and he will continue to. ZAYN Icarus Falls.
Whack album art, by the way.
It's kind of weird. Kind of looks like a old rock.
Death metal, yeah.
Yeah, like an old rock cover. The Chainsmokers, Sick Boy. It is out now. I feel like this album got pushed back or something. I feel like this was supposed to come out a long time ago.
It's because their singles bombed.
This Feeling with Kelsey Ballerini, though, that's doing well on the pop radio. Let's see here. Siren was all right. It wasn't really for me. If I want to listen to this type of music, I listen to Black Coffee or something else. I don't necessarily listen to the Chainsmokers, but there's a demographic out there that does still like the Chainsmokers. But they are not what they once were. That's for sure. But it's out now. Sick Boy, Chainsmokers. Let's see what else came out. Vic Mensa, Hooligans, the EP. Vic Mensa, I think, can always rap. I think he's always been able to rap. I enjoy seeing a Charlie Wilson feature on anything. Deserve It with Mr. Hudson's pretty cool. Everything else was just kind of just all right. I'm not a big Vic Mensa
I don't know
guy,
who
though.
he is as an artist. This was a weird album.
He doesn't know either, though.
I will say
That's
Dark
the
Things
thing.
actually grew on me.
It's all right.
But there's like, I don't know. Basically, this album felt like the subject matter of Lil Pump, but it was Vic Mensa. Mm-hmm. And so it just was very confusing overall. I mean, I hate G-Herbo. I'm sorry. He can't rap on beat. Bothers me so much. G-Eazy's verse was whatever. And then the very last song, though, it is like rap Vic Mensa, like thinking about, introspective thought. And it just felt weird. I didn't understand what the project was, who it's for. I don't know who Vic is as an artist. I don't think he knows who he is as an artist, honestly. He had that one small pocket of everybody thought it was his time, and it didn't go anywhere.
I think he has a lot of Zayn's problems. He just can't put together a full song and make songs that are solid, beginning, middle, end, really well.
He's with Rock Nation. That's where he went wrong.
He's been with Rock Nation.
Show me one artist from Rock Nation who's been killing it.
It depends on what you mean. Do you mean signed?
Yeah.
Rihanna. Wale had their management during the Ambition album that did really well. Meek is over there for management. I mean, Rock Nation, they signed too many people, I think, is the problem. But they do have stars over there. Like, they do have people over there that are moving.
I didn't know Meek is not with Maybach anymore.
He is. It's their whole management team is Rock Nation.
Whose whole management?
Meek's. He signed to Atlantic Records for distribution. And then Maybach Music does some of the distribution, but not all of it. They do more image work, and then Rock Nation handles all of his. They schedule appearances, the looks.
Okay, now
everything.
is management different from setting up the album or anything like that?
No, Rock Nation will set up, like they'll A&R, like they'll pick songs.
Gosh,
they'll
why
do
are we
everything
not
like that.
A&Rs?
I don't know. But yeah, Rock Nation, it's a good look to be with Rock Nation if you have an idea
And I don't
already,
count
I think.
Rihanna. That's pop. I'm thinking rappers.
Oh, I mean, if you're talking rappers, then I don't know.
I mean, Meeks was fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Vic Mensa, I don't know. He just needs people to write for him as far as a song.
Because I was just thinking of J. Cole, and it just seemed rough with Rock Nation.
I loved Born Sinner, and he was still with Rock Nation on that. That to me, I think it's weird that Born Sinner isn't mentioned more. That album was really good from J. Cole, but I think J. Cole's personality wise, and you see it with how he goes about making beats himself and stuff. It's just better if he does everything on his own. Probably.
I can't wait for the J. Cole feature on a 21 Savage song.
He's smart. He's getting with all the people who dissed him, and
I wonder if he only does it if he is in studio with them. Like that's his way of like mentoring that generation.
Maybe, and it's smart if so. I like that. Kid Ink is back again. We missed you, Kid Ink. Missed Calls was the title of the project. It's only 7 songs. I listened to it. The No Budget song, which the kid's good. The Lil Wayne and Saweetie song, I wasn't really into. I felt like they were trying to force a single. It was just weird. But it was all right, I guess, if you're into Kid Ink. I'm not really into Kid Ink, and I feel like a lot of his songs sound alike.
I'm not into him anymore.
Cool to see a Valet feature, though. I like Valet. So, yeah, that's Kid Ink, Missed Calls.
I listen to Ninja. It's basically just electro music that he put together. Smart marketing.
Ninjawerks Volume 1.
He's using his connections. I think probably the idea maybe it came from like his connection with Marshmello, perhaps. So yeah, I mean, I respect for him because here's the thing: if you're that big in gaming, you got to figure out different ways to continue revenue if your Twitch starts to die down, and if this is one of them, if you can get a collection and become a DJ Khaled of just DJ's compilation album, then go for it, man.
I listened to the 3 new songs by Big K.R.I.T, Trifecta.
I can't wait to hear all these together.
For the 3, 100 Energy. 100, I really liked that song a lot. It actually reminded me of you because I feel like that's one of the choruses that you would put together. But
I never thought about it like
I
that.
really liked For the 3. I really like 100. Energy was just okay. I can't wait, just like Dobie said, to hear this all put together. Trifecta, Big K.R.I.T, everything he's been putting out, I've been into recently, so I'm here for it. I will die a Big K.R.I.T fan. Loved it. Aaron Ray, Platinum Fire Deluxe. I listened to this. It's R&B. He needs a little help with songs as well, though. But he can sing. He has a really nice voice. I really loved it. Favorite song, always featuring Babyface. Always love a time that they can go back and get the old guys. But it was pretty good. Aaron Ray, Platinum Fire. Album-wise, I think that's it. Did you listen to anything album-wise other than that?
No.
All right. We're going to go to our Loosie Goosies. Loosie Goosies, guys, are the songs that are singles that were put out. A lot of these were already covered. But we're going to go to Ariana Grande, Imagine. I kind of didn't like this because I thought she should just close out the year on the high of Thank You Next.
It was she's been, like you said, her hits have been so big. This was such a mediocre song. This song would have been mediocre on the album.
It felt like an album cut. I just didn't think that it was necessary.
Mary's been a big fan of Ariana Grande. I played it, and she's like, well, I didn't really like that.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know why they did that. Thank You Next is huge still, but they put this out anyway. But whatever. I guess that she has a plan. It makes me wonder if she's gonna drop like a really weird surprise double up like album,
That'd
like a deluxe.
Oh, with like 8 songs.
Yeah, it makes me think that something like that's coming. Because why would you drop a single fourth quarter with 2 weeks left in the year? It's just weird.
I don't know.
Robin Thicke is back with Testify. I've always liked Robin Thicke. This song wasn't necessarily what I was looking for from him. But I like Robin Thicke. I think that it's cool that he's back. Haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
TM88 and Southside is the name of the song, featuring Lil Yachty and Valet. It was okay. I like Valet a lot and have.
I like TM88's beats.
Yeah. But it didn't grab me, but it was good. It was solid. Let's see here. St. John is back with a song called White Parents Are Gonna Hate This. This song was just mid to me. It was okay.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Judging off of his project that he came out with, I haven't loved his singles recently.
Yeah, no, they haven't been that good.
I'm wondering if these are truly just loosies and maybe won't make the album, and maybe this is just stuff he's doing because he's touring right now.
I feel like these are the songs that are doing well in his concerts.
Probably. I can see that.
And that's why he's going away from... If I don't get Selfish anymore, I'm not...
Selfish is great.
I feel like I'm actually going to be very disappointed by his next album.
Selfish is a great song. There's like 4 or 5 songs on that album that I really, really loved. Let's see here. There really wasn't too many singles that came out.
That's
that
pretty
I
much it,
loved.
as I saw.
All right. So that is your new music for this week. We got through a bunch of stuff, and like we said, there wasn't tons of amazing work. It wasn't one of those weeks, but only 2 weeks are left in the whole year. So I will say that what we kind of thought about Meek being the last big album of the year is probably going to hold true. We might get an Offset, but it's not going to be the Meek album. It's not going to be as hyped, and it's not going to have that feeling of the Meek album. We might get a weird deluxe project from Ariana Grande that might be big, but just a weird time to do it. So I think we're pretty much done with the big albums, unless there's a surprise.
Yeah.
21 Savage will drop, but
that's about it.
It won't do what this album did as well. So we'll just kind of see. We'll just kind of see what happens.
That's about it, man. That's about it.
So we are going to close out this show the only way we know how. That is with 101 conversation starters for couples. What do we got this week?
What is one of your favorite stories that your parents tell you about?
Right. Like between, I forget the year. Basically, my mom went on a date with Carl Weathers, which is Apollo Creed, in California with her cousin. Because my cousin in California knew a bunch of like Hollywood people because he used to work at the Warner Brothers lot, in the MGM lot. And a big dinner was planned, and she went on like a weird, awkward, like, it was her cousin, Carl Weathers, the dude played Apollo Creed, and my mom, and then her cousin like got up and left. So they ended up just being on a date with those two. And we make fun of dad all the time, be like, wow, I wish Apollo Creed was my dad. So yeah.
Yeah, but he died.
I would be Adonis Creed, basically.
Wow.
My life would be totally different.
You'd be Michael B. Jordan.
I would be Michael B. Jordan. So yeah, that's a funny story. That's a hilarious story. There's a million, but that just came to my head. What about you?
The one that pops in my head is the one where I've heard it a billion times, but my dad loves golf, and he finally got to play at Augusta National, and he literally almost missed his tee time, which is so out of character for my dad, because knowing who he is now, he probably would have woke up like 2 hours earlier, got like dressed and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Because he couldn't sleep. And this man, and I literally picture him running red lights and stuff, like speeding. He got there right when he pulled up, they called his name for tee time. So he almost missed his chance to play at Augusta National. And so I just picture him literally going crazy. So, I mean, that's kind of the funny story that he tells a lot. He loves to tell that story.
That's funny. I remember him telling that story a few times. The story's hilarious. Guys, that's all we have for you this week. That is episode 46 of season 2 of the Daps and Pounds show. Be on the lookout. The next 2 episodes are going to be our breakdown of the end of the year. Woo. It's going to be the year-end wrap-up of the Daps and Pounds show. You guys are going to hear it. It's going to be in 2 parts. You guys are going to hear it during our break. So we love you guys. We hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. We hope you guys have a beautiful Christmas with your family. If you're traveling, please, please, please be safe. I'm going to be active on Twitter. So let us know if you have anything to say about the podcast. We will retweet you for sure. We will answer you. Slide into our DMs. We'll slide right back. We love you guys. Dobie, one more time, where can they find us online?
You guys can find us on Daps_Pounds, Twitter and Instagram. You guys can go to www.dapsandpoundsent.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Stitcher. You can find us on Google Play. You can find us on iTunes. And you can find us on Stitcher. Whew. It's a lot now, but we're happy.
Yeah. That's right, guys. The next time you hear us, it will be the year-end wrap-up. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent 2 mics.
2 friends.
And 1 show.
The Daps and Pounds show.
Happy holidays. Shout out to the shout out.
Gang, gang, gang.